Tonight's lineup is filled with shock, heartbreak, and transformations no one expected. Elon Musk's daughter confesses she's been forced into disguises just to survive the public eye. Tom Holland stuns fans with a shocking new look that has left many asking, is this really him? Katie Price faces terrifying cancer fears as she undergoes urgent tests. Justin Bieber secretly drops an album with hidden nods to Hailey and his own family. And TikTok star Hailey Kalil finally breaks her silence on those Austin Butler dating rumors. Stay with me, because each story tonight is more dramatic than the last. Elon Musk may be one of the most powerful and polarizing figures of our time, but what happens when the shadows of his fame fall directly on his family? That's the question haunting his daughter, who recently admitted she is forced to wear disguises in public just to feel safe, just to feel invisible. Imagine growing up with the richest man on earth as your father, every move you make, every step you take, constantly scrutinized. But for Musk's daughter, the reality is far darker. She described her daily life as one of constant anxiety, where going to the store or even walking down the street meant being recognized, harassed, or even threatened. And here's where it gets even more shocking. She admitted she often has to put on wigs, hats, glasses, anything to hide her identity. Just think about that for a moment. The child of one of the world's most famous men, living in a world where her own face feels unsafe. What no one expected was the rawness of her confession. She spoke of not being able to have a normal teenage life, of missing out on friendships, of constantly looking over her shoulder. Behind the wealth, the power, the headlines, there is a young woman struggling simply to exist. Critics of Elon Musk have seized on this, suggesting his chaotic presence online, his controversial statements, and his often combative public persona have made his children targets. Supporters, however, argue that fame of this magnitude would affect any family, no matter how private. But here's the part nobody saw coming. Insiders say this young Musk has also distanced herself from her father in more ways than just disguises. Reports claim she's actively chosen a life away from the Musk empire, seeking independence, and cutting ties with the name that made her both recognizable and vulnerable. And yet, the question lingers, how does a daughter carve her own path when the world only sees her as the heir to Elon Musk? While Elon's daughter hides behind wigs and sunglasses, another star has emerged from behind a mask, quite literally, and shocked the world with a transformation so bold, fans could hardly recognize him. I'm talking about none other than Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland. The internet erupted in gasps when the first photos appeared. Tom Holland, the charming, brown-haired actor beloved by millions for his boyish look, was suddenly unrecognizable. Blonde, curly hair cascaded down his head, giving him a look so different that many fans questioned whether it was even real. Social media immediately split into chaos. Some fans swooned over the change, calling it fresh, mature, and daring. Others were shocked, insisting they barely recognized the man who had once swung through New York as Spider-Man. But the bigger question was this: why? Why such a dramatic change? Insiders close to Holland revealed the transformation was part of an upcoming role, a project that demanded not just his talent but a completely new look. Hollywood is no stranger to actors reinventing themselves for roles, but few expected Holland to go this far. And here's where curiosity takes over. This isn't just about hair. It's about image. Tom Holland has long been typecast as the sweet, awkward hero. But what if this new look signals something deeper, a shift from boy next door to Hollywood heavyweight? Could Holland be preparing to step into darker, more complex roles, leaving Spider-Man behind forever? What no one expected was Zendaya's rumored reaction. Whispers on fan forums suggested she was supportive, even playful about the change, reminding fans that transformation is part of an actor's craft. Still, the internet wasn't done debating. Memes flooded in, some celebrating the new curls, others poking fun at how different he looked. And just when fans thought the conversation couldn't get more dramatic, rumors began swirling that this new look might be permanent, not just for the role, but as Holland's next era. The question is, can fans embrace this reinvention, or will they cling to the Spider-Man image forever? As Tom Holland redefines himself, another celebrity faces a transformation far more terrifying. Katie Price is confronting her deepest fears of cancer. After alarming symptoms sent her rushing to the doctor, Katie Price has lived her life in the spotlight, glamour, scandal, heartbreak, and resilience. But now, she faces perhaps her greatest battle yet. Reports revealed that Katie, after noticing worrying symptoms, has gone in for urgent medical tests, fearing the worst, cancer. The news sent shockwaves through her fan base, many of whom know Katie not just for her modeling and reality TV fame, but for her turbulent personal life. From bankruptcy to heartbreak, Katie has faced one storm after another. But this time, the stakes feel higher, the danger more real. Katie herself admitted to feeling terrified, confessing that her symptoms couldn't be ignored. Though she has yet to reveal full details, sources close to her say she's been undergoing a series of medical consultations. The waiting, the uncertainty, is its own torment. And here's where it becomes even more emotional. Despite her often tough exterior, Katie has always been vulnerable when it comes to her children. She reportedly fears not just for her health, but for the future of her family should the worst come true. Friends say she has broken down in private, fearing the possibility of leaving her children behind. Fans, meanwhile, have flooded her social media with messages of support, urging her to stay strong. But critics, too, have chimed in, some accusing Katie of dramatizing her situation for attention. And maybe that's the cruelest part of fame, when even your deepest fears are judged by strangers. But behind closed doors, the truth is far simpler. Katie is scared. And fear is something no amount of fame or scandal can shield you from. As the world waits for answers, Katie's story reminds us of the fragility behind the glamour. One day you're in headlines for scandals. The next, you're praying for your health. And speaking of headlines, another star has just created a storm of his own, but this one through music. Justin Bieber, the pop icon, has dropped a surprise album, and hidden within it are nods so personal, fans are tearing apart every lyric to decode them. For years, fans have waited for Justin Bieber to return with music that reflects the man he has become. And now, with almost no warning, Bieber has dropped a surprise album, and it's not just the music that has people talking. Lyrical detectives immediately noticed references to Hailey Bieber, his wife, woven through the songs. Romantic tributes, vulnerable confessions, and moments of devotion fill the tracks, making the album feel like a love letter in musical form. But that wasn't the only secret hidden within. Sharp-eared fans picked up on mentions of Jack, widely believed to be a reference to Bieber's younger brother. These Easter eggs sent the internet into a frenzy, as fans praised the singer for grounding his music not just in fame, but in family. And here's where the intrigue builds. Many saw this album as a response to the endless rumors that have plagued his marriage to Hailey. Whispers of trouble, separation, even divorce. Bieber's heartfelt nods to his wife are his way of saying the opposite. This is his truth, told in song. But what no one expected was the raw emotion behind his delivery. Gone is the polished pop star. In his place stands a man reflecting on struggles, faith, and the price of fame. Still, the question remains, is this enough to quiet the rumors? Or will critics find a way to twist even his most heartfelt confessions? While Bieber pours his heart into music, another internet star has been forced to confront rumors of a different kind. TikTok's Hailey Kalil, and her supposed romance with Hollywood's Austin Butler. The world of TikTok collided with Hollywood gossip when Hailey Kalil was spotted dining with a woman who looked suspiciously like Austin Butler. Within hours, the internet had already decided, Hailey was dating the Elvis actor. But what happened next shocked everyone. Hailey Kalil came forward to set the record straight, flatly denying the rumors and clarifying that she is not in a relationship with Butler. She described the rumors as laughable, even frustrating, pointing out how quickly people jump to conclusions in today's world. Fans, however, weren't ready to let go of the fantasy. The idea of a TikTok star linking up with one of Hollywood's hottest actors was too juicy to ignore. Memes spread, gossip blogs ran wild, and for a moment, it seemed the denial only fueled curiosity further. Behind closed doors, though, sources say Hailey is exhausted by the constant speculation about her love life. She wants to be known for her work, her content, her brand, not who she may or may not be dating. And maybe that's the tragedy of fame in the age of TikTok, your story isn't yours anymore. And here's the part nobody saw coming, Austin Butler himself remained completely silent. No statement. No denial. Nothing. Which, of course, only added fuel to the fire. So the question lingers, was this all just a misunderstanding, or was there more truth to the sighting than anyone wants to admit? Tonight's stories remind us of one truth, fame is never simple. Elon Musk's daughter hides in disguises, trapped by the shadow of her father's empire. Tom Holland dares to transform, risking his image for something new. Katie Price faces her deepest fears, proving that no amount of scandal compares to the fear of illness. Justin Bieber bears his soul in music, reminding us that love and family can still shine through fame. And Hailey Kalil fights off rumors, showing how quickly the internet can rewrite your story. Behind the headlines, behind the memes and gossip, these are real people, fighting battles we may never fully understand. And perhaps that's why we can't look away. Because every day, fame offers us a new twist, a new shock, a new story that makes us wonder, what's real, and what's just illusion? If tonight's stories moved you, shocked you, or left you asking more questions than answers, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with the story that hit you hardest, and share this with someone who loves a little drama before bedtime. Because tomorrow, the spotlight will turn again,